Good morning, fellow travelers. My name is Ember Aeternal, and welcome to my channel, Spritforgecoaching. I'm going to give a general reading today. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, take what fits and leave what does not. All right, let's get started. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know today. Whether we like the information or not is irrelevant. Please tell us what we need to know today. Okay, we have the Fool. You're at the beginning of a journey. It could be a beautiful journey. It could be a not so beautiful journey. You don't know yet, but you're excited. Just to make sure to watch for the pitfalls ahead. Don't be too blinded by all the things that could harm you while you're looking at all the beauty. Okay, let's take a look at what your obstacles are. We have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is normally about utter contentment, utter happiness, especially in terms of family, community, relationships. Cups is about emotions and connection. So this being in your obstacles, I want to get more cards before I say more. We have, I'm only going to take this one. We have the Seven of Wands. This is in your supports. There's an important message coming to you. Wands is about action, the will to manifest in your life. It is the fastest moving energy in of all the suits. So this message will be quick. You won't have to wait for it. It's not going to plod along. It's not tired. It's think Paul Revere warning everyone that the British were coming. He was in a hurry. This messenger is in a hurry too. It's not to say that you need to be in a hurry, but this message will be important to the messenger and possibly to you. So let's get conscious influences. This is Temperance. Temperance is, a lot of people think it's all about, you know what, never mind. Temperance is about tempering yourself. When you lose your temper, that means that there's something about you that has gotten lost, that has broken away from your normal behavior. So temperance is about keeping your temper. Now, this isn't to say that you don't have the right to lose your temper when someone abuses you. This means that you're learning to keep your temper. And this isn't necessarily about anger. This temperance is about emotional regulation, generally. It can also be about, tempering a blade, an actual blade. It takes a lot in the process to do that. You'll know if you're a blacksmith or a weaponsmith. But generally, temperance is about making something ready to be used and being sure that it won't break in the use. So this is your conscious influences. We have the Eight of Swords in your ego. This is about I'm not necessarily seeing willful blindness, though it can be. The Eight of Swords is generally about blinding yourself to something. Evading an issue intentionally. It can also be about diplomacy, seeing both sides of an argument and trying to be diplomatic about it. Can be about playing devil's advocate, but be careful not to lose yourself while you're playing devil's advocate. And I think this goes back to the Fool here. Let's get another card. The next one is subconscious influences. That jumped right out. King of Pentacles. So there's something in your subconscious that is the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is the slowest moving energy of the suits. It's also the most stable, the most balanced. It is about balance and prosperity and abundance, and stability. It can be about materialism, about money. But in your subconscious influences, this is the master of the suit. This is the master of the energy of balance and stability and abundance and prosperity. So there's something in your subconscious, I apologize, that is trying to come to the surface and tell you something. Now, something that I've learned recently is the majority of our mind is made up of our subconscious, like 95 to 97% is the subconscious. Every 5 to 3% is conscious. So the majority of what we do is coming from the subconscious. This is something that you need to listen to because it's a master of stability. I'm definitely getting stability here. Stability and balance, which can bring you abundance. Just going to take one card there. We have the Hanged Man. This is in past influences. This is sometimes about sacrifice. The Hanged Man is sometimes about sacrifice. Think Jesus Christ. Think Odin hanging himself from the world ash tree in order to gain wisdom and knowledge. This is generally about ultimate sacrifice. But it can be... can also be about stalemate or stagnation. I'm not necessarily Can also be a suspension of movement, which isn't necessarily stagnation. It simply could be like Odin hanging from the world ash tree in order to sacrifice himself for the knowledge and wisdom that he wanted. It wasn't that he was stagnating, it was that he was in a holding pattern until he could gain what he was seeking. Think an airplane in a holding pattern until a runway is free for it to land. The next card will be present circumstances. Oop, jumped right out. The Emperor. You have a lot of major arcana in here. The Emperor is, so if the kings are the masters of each of their suits, the Emperor is the master of all the suits in the material world. So, that being said, the Emperor can be a master architect. They are definitely about building. They're definitely about the physical world. They're not very much connected to the spiritual world. Their main concern is the physical world, how they're going to move forward in the physical. So that's not to say that they don't know about the spiritual world. That's just not their main concern. And this is what the present circumstances are. That's not necessarily a bad thing. There are some times that we need to focus more on the physical than on the spiritual. Like if we have an illness, we find ourselves focusing on the fever that we have more than whether or not our spiritual journey is going the way we want it to go. We have to take care of the fever before we can take care of anything else. I've got, you know what, I'm going to take 2 cards here. This is for future influences. We've got the 6 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And thinking it's like this. Again, this is future influences. The 6 of Cups are about memories and friends. It can be about nostalgia. Considering memories, friends, could be you're thinking about celebration or good times that you had in the past. And connected to this is a specific person, a Knight of Cups. Again, cups are about emotion and connection. The Knight is generally the messenger in the suit. So it's likely that one of your friends is going to come to you with a message for you. And this could be a love message. It could be a romantic message. It could be that a past flame comes back into your life and wants to rekindle things. Or it could just be that they want to see if you're receptive. So, and the outcome. Cards are really jumping out today. You have the King of Cups here. Let's show that to you. So the King of Cups is the master of the energy of emotion and connection and love. Sorry if I sound a little sarcastic there. I don't mean to. Okay, maybe a little bit. But, so I get the sense that when this Knight of Cups comes to you with this message, This knight is going to, you are going to perceive this knight as being a king of cups, as a master of emotion, a master of love, a master of connection. This person may feel like your twin flame or your soulmate. And that could very well be, but because you're in Fool energy right here, I want to caution you against the pitfalls of seeing somebody as your soulmate or your twin flame. Be discerning. Use your eyeballs. Do, where is that card? Do not allow your ego to blind you to the way this person is in all areas of their life. Do not be willfully blind. Please, please, please. Use your eyeballs. Be discerning. Pay attention to the red flags and the green flags. Don't drive this person away just because they scare you. And I'm not talking about abuse scare or pointing a weapon at you scare. I'm not talking about that. Run away if that happens. I'm talking about somebody who scares you because they've gotten too close. Try not to run away if all they're wanting is connection. Healthy connection. Of course, run away if they're toxic. Overall energy is the 9 of Wands. I'm going to show you that card. Let's see if I can get it to focus. So, as I said in a couple of readings yesterday, the 9 of any suit is the mirror image of the 10 of that suit. And the 10 of Wands is, all the wands are about action, the will to manifest, passion. And so the 9 of Wands is the mirror image of the 10. And the 10 can generally be a heavy burden. So the mirror image of that is a cycle of completion. And sometimes trying to complete something can feel very difficult. It can feel burdensome. It can feel exhausting. But this being a mirror image, this might be wish fulfillment. But just because it's a wish that this person comes back doesn't mean it is actually wish fulfillment. Be careful of that blindness. Be careful of that blindfold that you put on yourself. And be careful of the pitfalls that can come before you. So, I see now what your obstacles are. Why this 9 of Cups is in your obstacles. It is because this person is going to be promising contentment and love, and you know what, I'm getting that they're going to feed your sexuality too, your desires, your fantasies. But please be careful of your ego blinding you. I'm sorry, I'm finding this funny. Be careful of your ego blinding you to the pitfalls of this. Yeah, but your support is a message. So this message might very well be this messenger here. Yeah, so this looks pretty positive right now. This looks really positive. Just be careful of your ego. Don't let your ego blind you. I know I keep saying that, but it's coming through really strong. Please don't allow your ego to blind you. Look at this from a spiritual perspective and even from a financial perspective if you need to. If this person is bad for your finances, it might not be a good idea to accept their proposal. Okay, so let's get 3 cards. I'm gonna go with Angels and Demons. Angels and Demons like to come out a lot lately. So the 3 cards I'm going to get are about balancing factors, unknown influences, and suggested improvements. That one tried to jump out. So balancing factors. Jealousy. Does this person or you have a tendency to be jealous? Is this a red flag that you need to watch out for from them or from yourself? You know, jealousy is just an emotion like any other emotion. If you don't acknowledge it, it's going to get stronger. If you acknowledge it, if this is you, and you go to your person here and say, hey, I'm jealous, that takes away its power. Believe it or not, it takes away its power. I'm jealous, and this is why. Own it, just like you need to own all your other emotions. Mission. This is unknown influences. Mission. Hell. Mission. So someone is on a mission. I'm going to get the next card to see if I can get a little more clarity on that. Suggested improvements. Divine power. So pay attention to your divine power. So also I'm getting a real sense that this is very, very positive. The only problem with this, before I say that, let's get the overall energy. Streetwise. So, yeah, this is very positive. The only problem I'm seeing here is your tendency to allow your ego into the driver's seat. Who doesn't allow their ego into the driver's seat? I mean, our egos are pretty sneaky. You have a tendency to allow your ego into the driver's seat, and I'm thinking this jealousy is mostly from you. Yes, I think this other person can feel jealous just like everybody else. We're all human. It's a natural emotion. But I think jealousy is possibly what drove the split up before. If there was a split up, possibly they saw your jealousy and said, no, I don't think they're ready for me right now. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, don't blind yourself to your jealousy, because honestly, this is really positive. This is really beautiful. Just don't allow your ego to get in the way. Don't allow it to be one of your pitfalls. Well, I think I'm done here. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to hit that notification button so you can find out all the things that I'm doing with Spirit Forge Coaching. I hope you have a blessed, amazing day.